Hi guys, it's game day 25. Today is a rainy day. As you can see at the back of me, it's very rainy and so on. Um, Today I wanted to speak about motor vehicles. In general, not motor vehicles, but I mean like racing in this side of the world. Um, it's not very popular here, but I mean, there is like street racing and there's the normal Killarney, not Kailani, but Killarney racing and so on. But it's not very popular. Like, even when you buy like a sport channel DSTV package, you get a lot of soccer, cricket, rugby, um, kind of sport on the DSTV, then you won't get any motorsport. Like you won't get the GP racing or you won't get the F1 racing. Um, there's not a lot of talks about that. I mean, if you find someone talking about motorsport, then they'll be like, "What's motorsport?" Even if you want to like play a rugby or you want to start a rugby, um, you want to make a team and you want to train and so on. It's very difficult. Like I was looking the other day at how many the local race drivers do we have, and I didn't find much. I found maybe four, but they're not even they are qualified, but they're not even qualified to be international. And I checked how many international people do we have, like local South Africans. Um, in GP, I saw there was one person, but I saw there. I don't know if it is just the one person was there. So, but yeah, that's the only person that's there. And I was like, how come it is so little? Either you have to be like, you have to have money to enter into the GP racing. You don't like have like a full on support team. What you have. And racing in South Africa in general, it's very like uncommon. I mean, there was a time when drifting just came out. I think when the movie Tokyo Drift came out, and it was a while back. And then some DJs were doing some drifting and having their drift cars. I'm sure that their vehicles either sold or it's just standing in a garage. Um, but a, it's not so common, or it's not a it's not out there for people to like, if they want to train or if they want to do something like that, then there will be like a team that's willing or waiting to try this person who's trying to do some racing. And mainly it's like just like people, it's just racing on the public roads, which is bad. And people, it's like at Killarney, and they build up a vehicle and everything, and they take it out on Killarney, but that's it. They don't do more than that. They can't afford really to go further than just driving around in Cape Town and so on. And there's very little sponsors also going on. That is something what I want to do also. I want to start off doing something like that, but in a later in stage, I need to get um, my track racing license or something like that. I don't know. I must do some research about that. But for me, that's more enjoyable than soccer. And I know some people saying that no, but soccer's better and so on. But and you can get injured badly and so on. But with everyday life, you can get injured. You can get injured walking just on the pavement. I mean, you can get injured just by being at home. You can get injured anyway. You have to do something what you like. Um, and for me, motorsport, I might be just one out of a billion people. It's like not gonna agree with this video, but for me, the motor industry is very, very little. Even if they should say, okay, they're gonna build a track, which they were saying a couple of years or a year or so back, they were gonna build a city track for Cape Town. And what happened to the city track? Nothing. It was just talks. People was getting excited. The motor people was getting excited. The ones who would want to see thing happening. And then the soccer World Cup came, and then that was built. And then they forgot about what they said about the motor industry. And it's very sad to see that that they've just left it to the one side. I mean, a city track is easier to build than building a full-on track. If they can build a full-on track, that will be even better, because then the city people, what's in the city, they don't have to close off the roads or so on. And I know there is Killarney, and it is a kind of a big track. I haven't been on it, but it is kind of a big track, what I think is. I think it is a big track though, but it's still not enough. It's not. I don't think it qualifies for F1 racing, for GP racing, for I forgot what's the other racing. For those popular racing that they have, and it would be very nice to have that. And maybe they should, like, I don't know, maybe they should take like the few mechanics from the different sections, like if it's different areas, they take a few mechanics and they take one of the vehicles, what they have there, and they use it as their track vehicle, and they fix it up, and that you take people what's in the workshop, not people what's outside the workshop, or people what's from another place or so. They use that people and they start a team up, and then they use the people to start racing. And they test everyone, not just take this one and that one and that one, and it's favoritism. Just take everyone and see how's everyone. Count how long does someone change tires, how long people work on the engine. Because I know when you're working on the engine in a race in general, you can't be working very long. I mean, there's some teams where it's like an hour, then they will be done building up an engine, or like fixing up the engine completely. And maybe I'm being a little bit short on the time, but it's very quickly what they have to get done with the engine, like sort out the whole thing so that it can be on the track. And also the 24-hour Le Mans races they have, that is also another thing. If they can be like, if say for example Tata, Yabas, they have the best time for people changing tires, replacing parts, and fixing stuff and sorting out the stuff what's on the vehicle, then other people, then they should use that people. But if maybe say Toyota or Ford or Mazda or Kia or Honda, whoever the car brands in Cape Town has the best driver and Tata's mechanics is better, then they can use the combination of whoever Honda's driver and Tata's mechanics. The only way how I see how that will work is if people like really take note of motorsport. I mean, it's very little people what like really talks about motorsport. Everyone talks about soccer, rugby, cricket, and it's like very boring sometimes. But it's not boring because some people they enjoy soccer, cricket, and rugby. I mean, when you talk about motorsport, then they start moving away, and I know a lot of people do that. And it's very rare that happens. So yeah, that was just my thoughts of the motor industry and how difficult it is to find a team or to find a group of people that will tag along on that. I know there's other females which also out there which want to do racing, but it's also difficult because not a lot of females do racing, and if a female is doing some racing or like even motorsport, that's very rare. And maybe they don't drive as well as they think they drive, and maybe they do drive as well, but they don't take note of it. They should be out there racing on the track. Don't race on the streets, because racing on the streets, anything can go wrong, and people can get very bad injured, and it's not in a controlled environment, which is better. But for racing, I think there should be more people doing racing and more people getting into it. It's also very nice for if you want to travel around the world and you just racing. You race in a safe environment, and places is closed off, so there won't be oncoming cars and so on. It's just that you have to drive very careful, and yeah. But other than that, I think they should do it. I mean, they should keep to their word and everything. I know building a track and making stands and stuff for the people to sit and to watch and the screens and so on, that's all expensive to do. But I mean, it is worth that. And if we have something like that going on, we can have motorsport where we can, like, even the local people can just, like, for a few hours or maybe like an hour or two, they can be sitting by a place and they're watching the cars racing, and they're starting to get familiarized with motorsport. It will be good because, I mean, you can get people what's maybe just going every day to go-karting, what's in the competition, and now they decide, okay, they're going to take their own vehicle, and they have people what's not working, but they have friends and family what's also enjoying the thing, and they take their vehicle out to go join the motor industry and the racing. Then it would be good, because I mean, it would be very nice to see local South Africans or South Africans in general in the international sporting. And yeah, I just thought that would be a good idea, and I thought it would be a good thing to talk about. Leave a comment if you don't like the video, or leave a comment if you like the video. Remember, if you do subscribe, there is a competition what's going on, what I am keeping. For 1 million subscribers, you'll get a PC or a laptop or a DSLR or a PS4 Pro, Xbox One, or a iPhone. So yeah, like and subscribe, comment, and share this video. See what you guys think about this video. If you think I'm just rambling about some stuff, probably I am rambling about some stuff. And I think I'm getting a cold. But anyway, don't let anyone bring you down. Don't let the weather bring you down. Like and subscribe. And yeah, cheers guys.